Don Harrison, Wally Canaan, Dick Crippen, and the Action News team.
Good evening, I'm Don Harrison, Channel 10's Action News. And leading tonight's first news in the Bay Area, the Democrats may still be counting Saturday's presidential caucus votes, but the Republicans are moving full steam ahead toward next month's state convention. Just minutes ago, the wife of presidential hopeful Ronald Reagan headed back to California after a brief swing through Florida. Among her stops, St. Petersburg, as Action 10's Jay Gross reports.
Introduce the next First Lady in the White House.
Nancy Reagan is no stranger to that typical campaign optimism. She's been at it on the presidential level for more than a decade. And while polls show her husband ahead in Florida, she told reporters that means nothing until the votes are counted.
As the old saying goes, the only poll that counts is the one on Election Day.
How does the governor feel about Florida? How important is next month's convention to him? What has he said?
Every state's election or primary or vote is important. Every state, including Florida.
Mrs. Reagan's brief stop in downtown St. Pete was one of 3 she made in the state today, the others coming in the Miami area. Her tight schedule permitted her to stay less than an hour in the heart of Pinellas County's Republican stronghold, just enough time to shake hands with about 200 Reagan supporters. For Reagan supporters and delegates, this was the last chance to whet their political appetites before next month's presidential preference vote in Orlando. The Reagan campaign isn't due back in Florida until then, and will of course be highlighted by a visit from Governor Reagan himself. Jay Gross, Action 10 News, St. Petersburg.